And good morning, people. Welcome back to Jade Cocoon 2. Last time we started up and we met up with Levant here behind us, who has guided us through the first steps to become a beast hunter. We've made our first little passage into the Kamori Gate, into the training forest, and we've received an egg. That's pretty much it so far. So let's go and hatch the egg. We need to go to the Room of Life. On the right we have a beast renamer who will change the name of your beasts. On the left we have someone who gives records about all the beasts that you've got and all the beasts you have captured. More about that later. And we've got this lady here.
What do I do now? Well then, shall we hatch the egg?
Room of Life. Here we hatch eggs and merge divine beasts. To hatch eggs, please select Hatch Eggs. Merge beasts is something for later. We first need beasts, so we need to hatch eggs first. And beast kennel is what beasts that you have on you. Well, that you're currently raising. Also, stop talking is just ending the thing. So let's hatch an egg. Which egg do we want to hatch? Well, we only have one. We've got the Tamatok. Say hello to the Tamatok. Yeah, it's some sort of bunny. Tamatok has 0 merges. Merges will be coming later. It has got E, burn hit, and 2 blanks, and 1 that is blocked out. That has something to do with formations, which we'll be seeing in a moment. If I press the triangle button, this is its skills that it's learnt. Well, its abilities. These are the skills, these are abilities. Both are very important, and both you're actually going to likely play around a lot in this game if you're not too familiar with what any of them do. But we've got our Tamatok here. What shall we name it? Let's go with this. Mouse, because it's sort of a rabbit mouse. Mouse has the skill burn hit with the fire element, so we've got fire there. Divine beasts with fire skills should generally be put on the fire side, which she's done automatically for us. They should generally be put there. Doesn't mean they need to be. And we've got some merging tips. But that was all we could do for now. So let's leave.
This completes your practice in hatching and arranging divine beasts. Now, go to the arena and learn the basics of how to fight battles. The divine beast hatched today is in your beast notebook, so check it out. Now, give the newborn a good name and take good care of it.
The Beast Notebook is part of this person.
Divine Beast Administration. Here! I find away info on the divine beasts you find.
I want to look. See beasts and beast notes. Beast notes are basically all the beasts that you have found, and gives them and notes about them. Gives notes about their HP, their MP. D rank is not the worst, I believe. E rank is the worst, and S rank is the best. Their scale in a chart for speed, wisdom, strength, vitality, spirit. I'll go through those in a moment, and a little bit of background on the creature itself. A larval male. Larval stage is basically the baby stage. There are 4 stages. If you see on the right there, we've got the male that we've just picked up in the top right. There are 4 stages. So if you go left, left and left again, that's all 4 stages. There are 3 different males which go across to the right, but that's not all. We'll find there's a bit more to it than just that, but those are the 3 base. There are 3 base males. There's 3 of each type of divine beast and 4 evolutions, with larval being the first stage. Generally they are that when they are hatched. Sea beasts, basically these are what we're going to be merging with things. Some creatures are very funny looking.
He who knows divine beasts best wins. No, really. You can't just spin.
You can't just spin. Yeah, and knowing divine beasts, yeah, you could do that, but it's not always the way. Anyways, we need to go to the arena now to learn about formations and battling.
Are you in top condition? Come on, study the basics of fighting battles with me.
This is an automated little learning sequence.
Lesson 1. Spin and hit. Spin, a basic battle method. The Beast Amulet has 4 attack tables. Red, yellow, blue, green. Pick one of the 4 colored attack tables depending on how the battle was fought. Use the L1, R1 buttons to spin the formation. Go ahead, try it. First, let's go to the practice divine beast that we together. First is the attack type red, fire formation. He who masters hitting shall dominate battles. This is the basic attack. Many fire divine beasts have good hit attacks. We've got quite a lineup. How do you get a good hit? The other 3 formations serve as support roles. The yellow wind formation is for special attacks. For example, you can put the enemy to sleep or make him suffer with poison. Use wind to put him asleep, then whack him with fire. Oh, excellent! Yeah! Watch out. Wind divine beasts are vulnerable to hit attacks. Protect them. Oh no! He almost went down. When this happens, rely on the recovery type blue water formation. If your divine beasts get low in health, call out a water divine beast. Now you're safe. Water divine beasts resist special attacks. So, if you're suffering from special attacks, get them with water divine beasts. Last of all is the green earth formation, which specializes in defense. Against an enemy with strong hit attacks, use earth beasts to boost your defense, or you won't get a chance to counterattack. Look, now you can defend against enemy attacks and get counterattack chances. They are vulnerable to special attacks from wind divine beasts, so look out. Pay close attention to the various elements and how they will help you in battle. Lesson 2. Defeat the enemy master. Defeat the master in the center of the enemies to win the battle. A divine beast in front of the master will block any attacks on the master. So keep a divine beast in front of the master for defense and a beast in for battle.
So that's the bare basics of beast battles. Fire is going to be your main damage dealer in this game. If you are looking to win battles easily, fire is the way to go. Doesn't mean they do all the damage though. All elements have decent hit options, but fire is the best. Earth specialises in defence. What you saw there was a barrier that it brought down in front that can absorb a certain amount of hit points, I believe. The Nagelchew that actually brought it down in one hit, so the base level barrier or Barrid isn't that great, but it can be useful. Water for healing. It doesn't just do healing. There are ones which can. There are later on spells that can increase. That can recover your MP. Put a regen effect on you, so you don't have to be healing every turn. Can heal status effects. Can reduce enemies' MP. There's quite a few options, and there's the wind, which, like she said, status effects, specializes in them a lot. Blind, sleep, confusion, poison, all are very good options, but it's not only them. Attack down, defense down, speed down, all are options on the wind side. Debilitating status effects, which make it easier for you. Earth also has good options as well for other things. It specialises in upping parameters, defense, speed, attack. Does have a couple of hit attacks itself, but they're not quite as good as fire. She mentioned that fire is good against wind. It's also good against water. Wind is bad against water, but good against fire and earth. Water is generally bad against most because it has low health. It can stand up fairly well to earth, I guess, but no, it can stand up fairly well to wind, but not earth and fire. No, it can stand up to wind because it doesn't get affected by its statuses very often. And earth is good against fire and water, but not against wind. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There are exceptions on a lot of things though, so just because that's normally the rule doesn't mean it always is.
That's all I've got. So, you want to try using a divine beast?
And this is where we get to choose our second divine beast. To be honest, water, wind or earth, they all are fairly good options. There's nothing, you can't really go wrong with any of them. At least not in this early stage. So I'm going to choose... Let's go with the water beast.
This water divine beast restores health. Once your health starts to go down, use your water divine beast.
So basically we get a little fight with him. He currently has a wind divine beast that does poison. So done a little bit of damage, so let's heal it up. And you might notice there that didn't get poisoned while my fire one did. That's generally the case. Water tends to resist. Statuses usually last 3 turns, I believe. They don't usually last any longer than that. But he's now out of divine beasts, and he will just do this. There's 2 ways to win a fight like that. There you can just kill all the divine beasts and they will give up, or you can defeat the trainer. Let's go for the wind just to show it.
This wind divine beast has an attack that puts the enemy to sleep.
You can see there's a shield icon. If they have shield, they will not give up if they have a divine beast. If they have 0 shields, well, you win. But that's sleep. When you hit an enemy that is asleep, it is an automatic critical hit. Always. And this is a pretty cheap combo in this fight, this particular training battle. Earth, which his Holofitch is based, is weak against wind status effects. So essentially, that happened. And finally, Earth Beast. This one is just a bit of defense.
First, boost your defenses with an Earth Divine Beast.
Has buried. They Earth defeated beasts tend to be slow though. Wind is generally the fastest, followed by fire, then water, then earth. But there you can see it didn't fall down, so that barrier is still there. And there it goes. But basically that was 2 turns of defense, giving me ample opportunity to kill his beast.
To help you on your trip, I'll give you one Divine Beast. Pick a Divine Beast.
We're going to go with the water one. Like I said we was.
Sword-type Divine Beast? You're worried. But it's a good choice. You fought hard. This ends your battle practice session. Try assembling different formations. Try raising them too. You might raise a powerful Divine Beast. It's all up to how you fight. Now, go to the Jade Throne Room for the final test. Good luck.
Hey there, young man. You were just talking to Moo. Come over here. Aren't you cute? Say, young man, who's prettier, Moo or me?
Is there really a contest here?
Moo, of course! With that mask over your face, I can't see you too well.
Oh, nasty little... But you would be right. I am wearing this mask. Since you were honest, let me tell you something. Young man, you want to power up that beast amulet you're wearing?
Wow, can you do that? How do you do it? What happens?
Win and pass the test to power up your beast amulet. This beast amulet power-up lets you use more and more divine beasts in your beast amulet. It also gives you more and more shields to protect you.
Wow, so I should keep taking the advancement test to get stronger, right?
That's right, but not everyone can take the test anytime. Beast hunters have something called their reputation. It's the mark of just how credible they are among the beast hunters. You must have a certain level of reputation in order to take the advancement tests.
Whoa, you gotta take all these tests and stuff? Sounds like school.
Don't sulk like that. It ruins your cute face. But the advancement test and reputation are important. So remember this. To get stronger, raise your reputation and take advancement tests. Got it?
Not sure what to make of that person, but yeah, advancement tests are quite important to the game. Currently, I believe I can only have 2 divine beasts. Without taking any advancement tests, I cannot take any more than those 2 divine beasts. If you look in the top right, shield, we've got 1 shield, level 1, and a weight of 2 out of 2. Weight is basically the 2 divine beasts that I have. And the level 1 is a level 1 beast amulet. Items. There are items in the game. We'll be seeing them very soon. Tips on if you want to read basically what you've just been learning. Figures, valuables, medals. The only real items you really need to worry about are the ones that you can use. Formation. You can change formation. I'm going to put a genie here for a moment. Genie, that's a terrible name. Rasmus. One thing you need to know, Rasmus is a fire type. Because he is fire type, he cannot use wind, and he cannot go on the slot directly opposite of where he of his element, because he cannot learn a water type move. It's the same for if you do a water and try and put them on the fire side, earth on the wind side, and wind on the earth side. The reason why it can go there is because he can learn an earth move, so he can go to that point because he can use the earth move. But currently I don't want that, so that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to be keeping it on the water formation at the moment. You might think, why? You're not in any type of hurt at the moment. There's a reason for it. Status. This is the status screen of the well, the divine beast that you have. Up in the top left, the name and its type. So the Slimek for our water divine beast here. Up in the top right, merges, what family it's from, which is a slimy. Evolution, which is something you'll be doing through merging. We'll see about that soon. What level it is? Levels in this game are sort of odd. Divine beasts can only go up to level 20. After level 15, they slow down in level up significantly. 1 to 15 is fairly easy, and I believe from 15 to 20 you need, I believe it's either equal to what you would get from 1 to 15 or double it. How do they go higher than 20? Because, well, for level 1 it's 11 experience to get to level 2. So I'm probably going to get to level 20 quickly. We'll see soon. It does have something to do with those merges. How many hit points it has, how many magic points it has. Medina uses 16 MP. Recovery of with a power of 16. Recovers HP, small, all allies, magic. MG magic SK skill. SK is hit attacks, MG is magic attacks or magic in general. The higher the SK, the more damage they will do with hit attacks. The higher the MG, the better they do with magic. The 5 stats, strength, physical or attack. So a high SK and a high strength means they do a lot of damage with skills. The skill with hit attacks. Wisdom, magic. So a high magic and a high wisdom, more damage with magic. Vitality is defense. Spirit is magic defense. And speed is how fast they are. The speed stat is probably the most iffy. Generally because speed in this game is done with an average on your entire side against the enemies. Average. So you need to sort of be aware of everyone's speed. Experience 0 to next level 11. Skills and magic. I currently have Medina, like I said. S for that is small, so it's not a high amount. I believe it's small, medium, large, extra large, and extra extra large. All allies, or all enemies, or single target. And MG is what type it is. So if I go to burn hit here, it's SK, which is a skill, a hit attack. Small damage on skill attack, attack of 9, MP of 11 used. And we'll see more about abilities later. As you can see with Rasmal's, his skill is slightly better than his magic, but not by much. And his stats are fairly well rounded. Also, he needs 13 experience to go up a level. Different creatures have different amounts of experience necessary to go up to levels. Doesn't really affect too much at this time, but later on it will do. Options, there's a few settings that you can change. You can change the window colors, vibration on the gamepad. The dialogue, you can set it to automatically go through like it's been, have to press a button, or just turn it off altogether. And auto map, turn on the map on the bottom left. I don't see any reason why you should be turning it off. Sound, what sound levels? Sorry about that. Music levels, sound effect levels, voice volume, if you want to change them. Just the TV, center the TV about where it is, or just put it to the original state, which is what's good. And default, which is just to put everything back to normal. So now that we're done with our training, we probably should be going back to the throne room. Yeah, so next time we'll go to the throne room and we will continue with our training. We got to training level 2 last time. Maybe there's a bit more to it in there. Who knows, we might be in a little bit more danger when we go in next time. Who knows? Until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.